Hi Virgo, this is going to be a love and relationship spread with the tarot for mid to late February. So take what resonates message-wise today, Virgo, and leave the rest. These messages and readings are meant to find you at the right time. So some of these might sound like they are talking about something you're currently in with somebody, maybe from the past with somebody. I will also offer a secondary perspective or an alternative look at this spread as if you are single. Okay, we're going to look at these cards together, guys. Give me just a moment to loosen them up. Yep, ready to go. I have been shuffling, meditating with these for some time before. Okay, so let's pull out what we've got here, Virgo. Okay, I've got the Hanged Man. I've got the Tower. Okay, big cards so far. Two Major Arcana and the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Lover's card. Okay, so something pretty big going on. Emperor, okay, another Major Arcana. Then we've got the Four of Swords, and we have the Knight of Wands. So there's a few people here, and the Queen of Coins. A couple of people here. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm gonna take this really. Let's just go with this perspective to start with. Overall, it seems like something pretty liberating, to put it mildly, has happened in your life, Virgo, with the person that you're dealing with. Yeah, so either way, this is somebody that feels like they're in an established couple. Look, whatever you identify with in the person that you'll know, but it's pretty, like, it's a pretty powerful, profound connection you have with this person anyway. But something recently has happened that has been like liberating from this bind of the Eight of Swords, this trap in your mind, to say the least. Underneath that, the Queen of Swords, it's like the truth came out. Yeah, I'm feeling like some information was shared that kind of blew your mind. Tower moment, you were like, oh my god, this is huge, like something really unpredictable, maybe shock. But what it's done is it's changed the way you see things entirely. It changes the way you are like asserting yourself in this relationship or with the person you're dealing with. Like whatever has been, I won't say exposed about this person or like, but whatever's like basically you've seen the light of day on with this, you're like very then decisive about that information has made you very able to act very decisively with regards to how you're going to proceed together. We're going to pull some more cards, but look, so far I'm seeing that the option for you and the person you're dealing with right now, Virgo, to move forward and forge ahead is most on your mind. That's what you want to know. You're like, yeah, okay, that rocked our world. Maybe it just, in a way, if in a more positive way, like liberated you from this trap that you're in your mind, but something has caused a big shift and a big change in perspective to occur. Whatever the Tower moment, that's where the Hangman is, why the Hangman is happening with you right now. What lies ahead for you? Ace of Pentacles, you're like, I hope that we can do fresh start mode, or that there is a way forward for us, whatever this is. This could be really positive. For some, I feel like a very sudden offer has come up for you guys, or a sudden opportunity, and you have to really, you were thinking like, oh, it's not like you never thought about this before, but you were just thinking like, it never came up for you, so there was no need to think about it. Now all of a sudden you're having to really think about shifting your perspective on taking this new offer that's coming up, which could be really positive, because for those that that I'm talking to about this new offer with your person or involving your person, it's like you've waited very long and hard for it in the Seven of Pentacles, and now finally, you know, your person has seen this and they've been working on things and they've been working towards getting you here. Look, next up is the Lover's card, so that's where we want to be, Virgo. You know, you want to be, this looks like is it a 4-poster bed? No, but it's like a really very like lavish kind of surroundings with your person, enjoying the finer things in life, enjoying each other. So we're going there. I feel like there is a very nice atmosphere despite all this chaos. If you live with the person, or if you like share, like live nearby or see them quite often, it's like things are looking pretty nice in terms of living situation and it being working out to be kind of harmonious. And maybe like they're kind of simmering down from whatever has happened. You could be reeling about it a little bit more. They seem to have been chilling out about it. We're going to pull some more cards, but to clarify, let me just see what else I can say about these. For the single Virgos watching at the moment, you're hoping for something to happen, but in a pretty instantaneous way. You definitely, what you don't want anymore, and what is really at the bottom of this reading, the lowest part, what actually is in the driving seat for you, because the Emperor is taking charge. So this is sort of what could be taking charge right now, or at least subconscious levelly motivating you. This person in this card here is wanting this harvest to happen. This is like the reward. So think about this as not the reward being like, getting the person that you really like to notice you, and to move towards you, knight in shining armor vibe, or just like this perfect person. So they're dreaming of this, they're hoping. 7 is the number of manifestation, so that's what you have been manifesting. But the weight is here with the 7 of Pentacles, the weight is here with the Queen of Coins, this earth energy, okay? So this is just motivating, like, I don't want to wait. I want something to happen for me really instantly. I don't want to put in the work or the effort or the time, not the effort. Oh no, you'll put in the effort, but the time, you're conscious of time for some reason. So that's what's coming up for me around this, the other kind of side of this reading. You're just wanting this instant Knight of Wands, like this instant soulmate attraction with somebody, this instant everything perfect, and like you want it now. But it's a high standard that you have. Something might have just come your way actually, that you're thinking like, oh, that's an interesting way to kind of go down this. I haven't thought about that. Looking very opportune. Let's clear up. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, so the Hanged Man and the Tower. Yeah, like, gotta see what this has been all about. What has been this sudden shift causing new perspective? That's the 9 of Wands. And that's the King of Swords. Okay. What could have changed? Okay, so I did get this feeling of like some sort of truth being revealed, or somebody being like kind of caught, like this person here. Like, what is this? Yeah, like they kind of been caught, not with their pants down, but caught saying something stupid, or like basically like they've been caught talking about some topic, or just something came up and you're like, oh, that like really turned you off or something. I think that there's just the way that they're thinking. It made you feel like defensive. It made you feel like closed off from this person, or at least Virgo, I feel like you're thinking like, basically all I'm really seeing is like, okay, this person is sort of a bit naive, this person is a little bit immature, a bit of an idiot, maybe you're even thinking. For some, that's what's coming up. So let's think about this. So this is something sudden that happened. It comes down to some sort of rules, some sort of authority, some sort of a strictness, like, and rigidness that finally, yeah, like a rigid, really rigid energy I'm seeing with these cards. Finally, you were able to shake off something in the Tower. So for me, this is looking like liberating from these cards, because together, this is like kind of severe energy, like no bend in the way you're thinking, and always assuming the worst is like that kind of energy coming up. So let's see, something happened then, like it's like maybe for some it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of vibe, even like you had been almost thinking, like I said, this card is the card of manifestation, but we can also manifest negative thoughts too into reality, right? So it's kind of like you're expecting the worst case scenario, then for something you did see the worst case scenario, not all, from some a big opportunity came from it. I hope this is making sense to you, Virgo. I'm just reading what's coming out here. Okay, so let's go on. Let's look at this Emperor actually, and let's look at the Lovers card, Hannah. So things are going to start calming down for you, for your sign. A bit more control you'll feel like you have on the situation, definitely. Yes. Okay. So I've got the World card and I've got the Page of Cups. Lovely stuff. Okay, so communication is gonna start freeing up. Another page at the bottom of the deck. You guys are gonna you're looking at each other and you're thinking like, you know, you're getting on the same page, connected, communicating freely. This looks kind of, there's like a wand here. There's like some sort of I don't know, it kind of looks like male and female parts to me. Interesting. So there could be a little bit of that going down, or, you know, could even be, wow, if this is speaking to some, it only is going to be speaking to some. The Lovers, the World card, the Page of Cups, the Tower speaks to me of sudden pregnancy, maybe unexpected, maybe surprised. So yeah, definitely that's something to think about, and congratulations if that's the case, or if that's not something that you're interested in. It's kind of a message to be aware of that. The Page of Wands, so either way though, there's like communication freeing up now, and it's kind of what's leading you to, you know, this happier place in your relationship. Let's keep going, and then just finally clear up the person that you're dealing with. They seem to have been in the Four of Swords, like a little bit more withdrawn, or like having to kind of take time for themselves, or just process things, like, you know, take some time and coming to terms with understanding it and like kind of leveling their mind. Let's have a look. Another four, so some stability. Four of Wands and Ace of Cups. Well, I like this. This is like very nice energy. You have a very supportive person around you. I think for some it's like somebody that you spend very often, you know, if not living with this person, like you're with them all the time, or you have some sort of a nice place or sacred space together, but I think home. And then the Ace of Cups, well, come on, it's gorgeous. It is, like, even this card is so gorgeous to look at. It is a cup overflowing with love, basically. So you've got yourself with the lovers here in a reading together for love. I like to see this as a pretty nice soulmate connection together. Okay, great. So look, your person is just processing things, but ultimately you feel very strongly that they just love you and want things to be stable between you. Looking at the end of the reading with the Queen of Coins then. The Devil in reverse. So yeah, look, like at the start of the reading, the Eight of Swords came out, I think, right? And that's to me saying, Virgo, like you gotta get, you're kind of getting out of a bind. And this, even the Queen of, this is both Capricorn together. This energy is Capricorn, so that might become somebody that's coming up really strong in your life. But this is kind of like, look, even around this version of the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, that looks like a cage even or something. So it's like the Devil is like loosening, like freeing yourself of the ties that binded you. So some change of perspective has really come up in a big way for you. So look, what am I after doing here now? I'm trying to get my cards together. Okay, so I want to just look at, that's what I need. I just want to look at this by pulling a few more cards for perhaps the person that was single. So What I am going to say though is like there is some sort of a level of freedom increasing towards, oh, look at me. Good thing I have a somewhat photographic memory when it comes to tarot. Okay, so that's great. So look, there has been something that's come up that you're recuperating from, or at least this for the Tower card. And speaking of like liberation, that's coming up really strongly now. Like this Tower moment might not have been something that was just something shock or just something like disastrous. It was something that really like loosened you up and freed you up from an old way of being, or something you just really were even in a way addicted to something, a behavior in the relationship, a feeling it brought around, or just like something more literal maybe. Let's have a look at these cards. Let's just pull a few more clarifiers to offer some more perspective. So I feel like for the single Virgos, let's clear up these cards in the middle. 3 of Wands and 3 of Wands, Page of Swords. So like I said, this is like you wanting things to happen pretty quickly, I think, but keep an eye out on what you're noticing at the moment. I bet it's very inspiring, or this is even telling me, Virgo, that right now like you're learning a little bit about unconditional love for yourself. This is also saying though that there is this impatience to be like quickness with the Page of Swords. You might be corresponding, or you know what I mean, in chat with somebody, or like just in contact with somebody, that you are impatient at their delivery. It can make you guys even get stressed with each other or something like that. This 3 of Wands is like, can we get things going? Can we move things forward, or can we move on, is where you're at. You're like, either you're coming with me on this voyage, get your shit together quick and come with, but otherwise I'm going. So that could be what you're thinking. Let's look at the Lovers card and the Emperor then. Okay, this is going to be the Sun card, and this is going to be the Queen of Cups. All right, so you're definitely, there is this opportunity to have this with somebody coming up. I think for some this is going to come your way kind of soon, Virgo. Like, you know, over the next couple of weeks you might be, or whenever you hear this, really, like you might be really gearing up to be meeting somebody in your life that's very aligned with you. That's great to see, Sun card and the Lovers. And you'll kind of know, you'll know about it. The Queen of Cups and the Emperor, get in touch with your softer side. When I spoke about this unconditional love, the Queen of Cups is a manifestation of internal love. So it's like self-love, you know, but like this is very dreamy energy. It's very artistic, it's creative energy. So that might be something that you might be wanting to tap into a bit. Something like, or kind of like, even if you want to, you know, do something with a person, something on the more artistic realm I'm seeing. It's kind of though like, ultimately it's like you want to get completely wrapped up in a fairy tale with somebody. I think I'm getting serious, a fairy tale, like dream romance. Together these cards are like the sign of Pisces, so it's like you just want to get like, even if you're wearing rose-colored glasses at the moment, you don't care. You're like, oh no, I want to get swept up in this, I'm loving it. Okay, let's then look at what's this. I feel like for me this 4 of Swords and this Queen of Coins is linked. Let's see, let's clear that up for the other perspective on this. So there's like a weight, or there's like time to be spent in consideration, patience required. Let's look. Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Yeah, Your time for opportunity, expansion, and optimism in the Wheel of Fortune is on the way. The wheel is spinning in your favor, is what is known to be, or a sense of greater optimism about the course of your life that's playing out right now in the Justice card. You've recently taken some time or made, okay, let me think. You've recently made some decisions, Virgo, in your life that you are now seeing the results play out in front of you. Nothing to do to change them. Could be really positive, could be really opportune, or there might be things that you're like, ugh, no, this isn't what I wanted. But whatever, Wheel of Fortune tells us things are always changing, so the results of these decisions aren't even going to last forever. This is saying that, yeah, there's nothing is going to be permanent. If you, this is more if you don't like what's happening now, don't worry, it's not going to be permanent. There is just some sort of a weight involved, and that Wheel of Fortune is saying like it's all about timing, and it's all about when things are right and when things are in basically divine order. This is also speaking like the Wheel of Fortune is like if you have stuff to tend to in your life that are actually pretty important, like the Justice card. It could be even as important as like legal ties or whatever you're like, whatever there might be that weighs on your mind sometimes. Maybe that's better. The Wheel of Fortune is like address those things, get those all sorted out, because then when things are right and time is right, there'll be no waiting, or there'll be nothing hanging over your head. There won't be any like loose ends to tie up. You'll have done all that. You'll have made the choices, and now you're ready to kind of just let the blessings of the universe that are waiting for you unfold. Okay, so let's gather that up. That's what we're going to end on now for love and relationships for you, Virgo. In the meantime, I have a February forecast out for your sign available on my channel. Next up will be a some other kind of forecast for March, for the month ahead. There is another love and relationship reading just from last week for Virgo on my page as well. So feel free to check that out if you like the style of that. In the meantime, feel free to like, share, and subscribe also. Speak to you soon. Bye.